Greetings EGR 180 students. This is the SolidWorks demo for Unit 9. I'm going to do an advanced part for you and then also talk about moving coordinate systems. I'm going to model this beast for you. It looks a lot harder than it is. I'm actually going to draw this 1/4 of it. I'm going to use dynamic mirror to complete the other, and I'm just going to revolve it around that axis. That doesn't sound too hard, does it? Alright, so let's go into SolidWorks and get rolling. Alright, this part happens to be metric. It is made out of brass. And I'm going to turn on my origin. Okay, I'm also going to select that plane to work off of. And the first thing I'm going to do is draw a couple of center lines. You know, these, you can tell these are construction geometry, right? Because they're dashed like that, they're not going to figure into anything much here. Okay, like that so far. So there's a couple things I want to do right off the bat. I'm going to dimension from here to here. I want that to be, let's pull it over here, 100 millimeters, and that's a happy thing. What else shall I do? Okay, let's start by I'm going to start by drawing this arc here. I'm going to lock that in. I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, throw in a radius. Geez, just shouldn't be all that hard. So let's start with a arc. I'm going to actually do this kind. I'm going to come up here at the top. I'm going to come over here somewhere, and I'm going to leave it just about like that. Actually, you know what I forgot to do? Gee, look at me. I forgot to turn my dynamic mirror on, because I actually want that to be working. It's down in Sketch Tools, Dynamic Mirror. What does it want to mirror about? I want you to mirror about that way. Those little dash lines there tell you your dynamic mirror is on. So if you hit Control Z right now, that goes away. So keep an eye on that. If that isn't on, it's not going to mirror everything that you do. So whatever I draw on this side, it's going to draw over here for me automatically. So hey, there's a lot of things we really like about SolidWorks. This is one of them. All right, back where I was, going to start here. Going to draw something about like that, and I'm going to leave that as it. Now notice it automatically draws that for me over there, as I said. Pretty nifty. A couple things here though. I want these two to be coincident. I want everything here to be horizontal. So I'm going to kind of zoom in there a little bit so you can see what's going on. I want that, and I want this to be coincident, and notice it does both sides for me at the same time because it's symmetrical. And now if I come up here and select this guy, and I select this guy, and I say, hey, I'd like you to be horizontal, it makes them both horizontal. Hey, kind of nice. All right, like that so far so easy. Gonna dimension this bad boy. It is 35 millimeters. And right now I have a fully defined sketch so far. Hey, this isn't too bad, is it? All right, so I notice my dynamic mirror is still on. I'm going to draw those lines I talked about. So there's one here-ish, and then there's another long one here, and then this guy comes out over here, and then one comes perpendicular down to that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make sure that these guys all stay on this line. So I'm going to click on that point and my origin and that point, and I'm going to tell them I always want you guys to be horizontal, so that they will in fact stay horizontal no matter what I do it. All right, so let's throw some dimensions in. Let's see, from here to here, I do believe is 25 or 50 between the two of them. Doesn't matter either how you do it. There's 25, and the actual length of this nope, stop it, be good. Yes, the length of this is also 25, and that's nice. And the length of this, zoom in a little bit, length of this guy is, the heck is that? All right, length of this guy, dude, what are you doing? That's kind of fun. I've never seen that before. Is my dynamic mirror still on? Yes, it is. Come back in here. Escape again. There we go. This one is 15. If I am correct. I think I am. And what else? So I need to go from here to here, and that wants to be 50. Notice again, it's still doing both sides for me, and then I think all I really have left to do is to set this angle between these two. If it would let me, would be nice. Let's try that again. This line and this line. No. You know, sometimes SolidWorks does make you wonder, doesn't it? Let's try that again. Let's try this line, this line. You know what? I'm going to drop out of, there you go. I'm just going to drop out of that, come back into it. Oh, let's try it again. This line. This line. No? I don't want line properties, guys. I want dimensions. Work with me here. No, I don't want that either. There we go. And what I want here is 90 plus 15, so that should be 105. And ta-da, fully defined sketch. Still in happy mode up here. Dynamic mirror is on. All I really need to do is add a little sketch, a little fillet right there. And I want that to be 5. And that is correct. And for some really weird reason, it didn't do it over here. So I'm going to go over here and put it there too. I don't know why I didn't do that with the dynamic mirror on. All right, so at this point in time, it's ready to go. I mean, it's not so bad. So if I go into features, and I say, let's do an extruded boss base, and it looks out here. No, I don't want to do a boss extrude, guys. I want a revolve boss base. That's what I want. Sketch is currently open. Do you want us to close it? Sure. And what's it want? Axis of revolution. That's this line. Hey, boom, there it is. That wasn't so hard, huh? And if you say yes, it's happy. Now, I'm going to do this just so you see what happens, all right? Because there's something here that you might think. Because if you look at the illo again, you can see that it's hollow on the inside. So you might be thinking, well, gosh, I'm just going to use the shell command. Well, guess what? For some really weird reason, SolidWorks won't let you. So I'm going to show you what happens when you try and do that. So you go, there you go. Hey, lovely. Lovely. Looks just like it. All right, well, it would if I put it in. There you go. How about that? Looks just like it. The only thing I haven't modeled yet are the little holes here, and I don't really care about those. And not terribly important. Okay, so we think, aha, all I have to do is shell it now. So we click the shell function. And what faces do you want to do? Geez, I want to do that. 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 I want to do all this stuff. I'm going to shell the heck out of this thing. And don't forget these guys on the back. So you say yes, 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 yes. Shell everything. And you want it to be 7 millimeters, which is what it's spec'd at. And you say okay, and you click it, and it says, ha! Thickness value is greater, minimum radius, shell makes C, but you know what? Doesn't work. All right, so here you are. It's basically saying, I'm not doing that. Okay? And you can piddle with it, and it's not going to do it. So we go back to our sketch. All right, so if it's not going to do that, what can I do about this? Well, let's go back and edit my sketch. Let's normal to it. Let's fit it to the screen. Actually, it's having a problem because this thing is so long here. Now, if I say fit, you're not going to let me do that. I got weird measurements down here. How about now? No, it still doesn't like it. All right. So we'll do it ourselves manually. Okay, so please notice that when I tried the revolve feature, one of the things it did is it put this line in here. See, and I don't want this line here right now, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm going to click on that bad boy and say go away. All right, so that's gone, but I still have my axis of revolution here. So my other option to shell this thing is to use our good friend offset entities. Let's see here. I want to select a chain. Yes, I do. I want it to be 7 millimeters. And let's say that. And there it is, but I want to go the reverse of that. So I click that, and bada bing, bada boom. And you might say, there it is, ready to go. Well, I hate to tell you this, but SolidWorks won't revolve this because this isn't closed. So what you've got to do is come in here and draw a couple of little dinky lines. One right there, and one right there. And now I don't want to do that. Get out of here. It should work. So let's try it. Let's go back into features. Put this thing in ISO for you. Let's try the revolve base. And axis of revolution again is this little dude. And bam, as soon as it shows you, you know you're in great shape. So click that. There it is. It's happy, really happy. How do you know it's hollow on the inside? That's where your good friend up here, the section view is. Hey, and there's your section view. You can see that it's fully shelled. Hey, pretty slick. So what you have to do is when you get into like the CSWA and you try to do something and it won't let you, and you try it like maybe twice, well then it's time to figure out a different way to do it. All right? So just be aware that that kind of stuff happens. I'm going to save this part right now, and let's call it, let's put it on the desktop, we'll call it EGR. Hey, don't be, there we go, EGR 180 unit 9 part demo. All right, I'm going to save that for now, and then I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to do a separate segment where I actually do the goofy little slots in this thing. It's not that hard either. So that's it for now. Just want to keep this one short. Hopefully you realized it's not so hard when you use all the tools that SolidWorks offers at your disposal. Just don't freak when something doesn't work. The solution is to try and find an alternate means of doing it. Okay, that's it for now. There is a part 2 to this presentation coming up shortly. Thanks for watching.